And the great thing also about studying abroad is that oftentimes either you're immersed in programs where you meet locals like Carla, you live
Mm-hmm.
with a mixture of Americans and locals, or you're doing something like an internship where you are working with people from the area. I mean, they work there
Mm-hmm.
time. So that's a great way to meet people. I do also like the question that follows that. Will there be opportunities to get scholarships to study abroad? Yes.
Oh, yes.
You can check
Yes,
also.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. You can check out, and Carla applied for them as well. You can check out on our website the scholarships that we offer. We do have a huge list of them. We also offer fellowships,
Mm-hmm.
and there are resources and people to help you apply for those. So I'm going to have in a little bit, Professor Blanchfield will introduce herself and hopefully tell us a little bit about what she has to offer for our study abroad students as well. Because I think that the people on our campus want you to have the resources and the tools and
Mm-hmm.
opportunities to go abroad.
Please take advantage of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do give you a little bit more specifics on scholarships that we offer just through the Office of International Education and Programs? We do offer 11 types of scholarships through our office. Specifically, last year we gave out almost $25,000 in scholarships to SUNY Oswego students studying abroad, which is a substantial amount. We really are happy to give those funds and those grants to our students. Um, Kappa is also a really dedicated partner of ours, and so Kappa also provides scholarships to SUNY Oswego students specifically. So you can check those out on their website, and we'll go into that a little bit later. In addition to that, we have coordinators like myself that run these programs that when you apply, there's
Mm-hmm.
also a specific scholarship application that we're happy to help you with. It's like a one-stop shop application that applies you to all of the scholarships that you're eligible for at once, which is really nice. That's a new system that
Mm-hmm.
we've created this year. Something that I think that is also important is that students often think that there's a financial barrier to study abroad, and that's not usually the case. And so we talked
Mm-hmm.
about that a little bit during last week's presentation of finances, and so you can check out that video. We do have that posted as well. I do think that you can also speak with your financial aid manager. You can also speak with your coordinators. There are a lot of opportunities and resources on campus for you to go abroad. That's a great question. I really like to see that. And so I'm going to take this brief intermission before we talk about virtual programs really quick. Professor Blanchfield, if you wanted to introduce yourself, I'd love to have you speak.
Thank you. Thank you. I just decided to join, but I'm happy to say something.
Yeah.
So I'm in the history department. You can see all my books behind me. I'm in my office. But I'm so glad you introduced scholarships and somebody asked that question. So I not only teach history, but I also help. I'm a Fulbright program advisor. Fulbright is for after college. So Carla, if you're interested in going back to Europe or elsewhere after college, I can help you with getting a fellowship to go abroad again. But there are lots of opportunities for scholarships for study abroad. Um, Two of the ones that I can think of right now are the Gilman and the Boren. If you receive a Pell Grant, you are eligible to apply for the Gilman and the Boren. The Gilman offers financial aid. You have to do an essay and fill out some questions, but I'm happy to help any student who wants to apply for the Gilman or the Boren. I can help you with your scholarship essays. I can help you, talk about what you should be thinking about. Ordinarily, I'd be giving workshops, but not this semester. But I also have access to an entire listserv of other fellowship and scholarship advisors around the country. So if there's not a scholarship that we know about here, I can always contact someone else at another university and say, someone wants to go to Thailand. Are there any opportunities for study abroad in Thailand? And can anyone help me out? So it's a really great opportunity, and to know that there are lots of other places you can go to for more information. And what I find is what I tell students all the time, and I'm sure Jessica, you tell this all the time, if you don't apply, the answer is no. If you apply, the answer could be no, or it could be yes. You could get it. You could actually get some money. And sometimes for a lot of students, even just $2,000 or $3,000 can mean the difference between going and not going. And if you apply for some of these scholarships, like the Gilman or other scholarships, that you can get that money that will just enable you to go. One other place you might want to check into is if you're going to a place where you need to speak a foreign language. I know Modern Languages has the Get Go scholarship as well, and they might be able to help with other scholarships. So
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, there are resources on campus that are there to assist you. And so we're super excited for everything that you guys have to offer. Um, are scholarships and applications completed the semester before you study abroad? So that would be a yes. So when you're applying to actually go on the program, then you would start applying for those scholarships. The scholarship application for our office is actually tied into the application for the actual program. So you would be doing them simultaneously, which is really nice. And so we're going to move a little bit forward past scholarships now. Feel free to keep the questions coming in the comments and we'll go through those in a little bit. We're going to go back to international internships, and we do have those phenomenal opportunities where you go in person, and we want to keep promoting those because they are so invaluable. But the one thing that we want to be cognizant of is that sometimes students are not able to go overseas. Sometimes they just don't want to, and that's totally okay as well. And so these programs are a really nice hybrid of that, giving you that intercultural experience while still giving you the opportunity to stay in the United States, especially during times with COVID and the pandemic where there's a lot of uncertainty about traveling. So what we're doing right now through our office is offering virtual opportunities. They're called Global Remote Internships through CAPA. As a student, I was able to do this past semester. I'm a business administration grad student here at Oswego, and I had the opportunity to intern in a company based out of Florence, Italy. And so what I did with Kappa is the same thing that Carla did with Kappa. I was an intern. I also took a class for my internship where I met with other students from across the United States that were also interning overseas. And so what we did was we talked about our different interests, what we were looking to do when we graduated, what we were hoping to achieve through our internships, and then we got tailored and customized approaches and internships that we could go and basically participate in. I did an internship for the entirety of the summer. It was a 3 credit program, and then I was able to put that experience on my resume. I had a phenomenal supervisor, and I was able to work kind of seamlessly as I would have if I was studying in Italy, just from my bedroom here in New York. So it was a really cool experience and something that I think that if I hadn't taken advantage of it, I would have thought, what did I really do for myself academically and professionally this summer? And I'm really happy that I can look back on the summer and say, there were all of these problems, all of these struggles, all of this turmoil internationally and domestically, and I still rose above that and chose to seek out new opportunities for myself. It's something that's also really significant when you put that on a resume where you can say, I still, during a pandemic, sought out opportunities to improve myself. That looks really good for you. It's also really nice for employers to see that you're a go-getter, that you're really able to persevere and achieve during times of uncertainty. I do like these programs as well because it gives you the opportunity to intern from the United States without having to really leave wherever you are. So if you're at SUNY Oswego for half of the semester and then you're going back home in November, you can't really intern upstate and you can't really intern downstate. So where are you going to be interning? This gives you the opportunity to intern from different locations. So you can always have your laptop, you always have yourself in a quiet space to work, and then you're still getting those 3 credit opportunities that are super, super well done. This internship is considered a remote global internship. So I don't want to say that it's not an easy program. It's a phenomenally done program, but it is a really valuable work experience. You really are getting the experience that you would traditionally get if you were overseas. So we have placements for these programs all over the world. Predominantly, students would be placed in Ireland, working in the United Kingdom, working out of Italy. Some students have been working out of China as well. So there are different opportunities. Some students even worked out of Spain. You do not need, excuse me, you don't need to speak another language. You can speak another language if that helps. For example, I speak Spanish and English, but my internship was predominantly in English. Mm. So you have a lot of opportunities for yourself academically and also socially. I made a lot of friends on this internship actually. And beyond this, I was able to keep in touch with my supervisor and I've still continued working for the company even though the internship has ended. So it is a lot of fun, something that looks great. And if you are struggling to find an internship here in the United States, this is a really nice option. You can do it during the semester. You can also do it during the summer. And we are here still to help you pursue these opportunities because they are great. I just wanted to pull up quickly. I'll show you guys what it might look like if you guys were interested in going on some kind of internship like this. So who do I reach out for internships? Of course. So if you were interested in doing an internship, if you were interested in doing it next semester in the spring, or you wanted to wait until the fall, or you want to do it in the summer, whenever you want to, you can. Yes. So unfortunately, for the spring 2021 in person, they are suspended. But there are programs where students can participate in virtually that you, even though you can't go like in person, you can still participate in the virtual opportunities. So if you were interested in doing something like that, you can go to our website, which I'll show you guys in just a second, and it has all of our contact information. We're broken down by countries. So if you were interested in interning in Spain, you could email myself. If you were interested in interning with Kappa, you could reach out to Lizette Alvarado, and I will just shoot my contact information in the chat so that you guys are able to shoot me an email if you wish after the program is done today. If you were like, hey Jess, I had some questions, feel free to reach out to me as well through there. And I'll also pull up the contact information page on our website so that you guys can see what that would look like. Let me share my screen with you real quick. Alrighty. So here you guys should be able to see just the Kappa page there. So this is the Kappa Remote Global Internships page that you can see online. They do have the 3 credit options for students and some examples of the fields and industries that you can intern in. It also gives you a little bit of information about how developing yourself through a global internship can be really valuable to you. It has some basic information about the skills that you'll gain and the internship course syllabus as well. You can find some more information on this as well in our own websites. So this is the brochure on our SUNY Oswego page for a similar program. We do have our virtual programs all listed out for students. Right now we have programs through the Kappa Sydney, Kappa London, Kappa Florence, and then also we have the Spain Barcelona programs that we are offering. And then if you wanted to contact us, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. We do have our staff contact information there with our education abroad advisors here. So Lizette Alvarado, she runs all of our she's the coordinator for all of our Kappa programs. Megan Croft runs our faculty-led programs. Kelsey Gillette runs some of our programs in Asia and in Europe. And then I also help run some of our programs in Europe and then in Oceania. So that's a really nice mix. If you were interested in talking to any of us, we do have our emails listed there. You can make appointments with us. We're open virtually to all of our students. I also wanted to show you if you guys were interested. So this is the front page to our Education Abroad website. If you just type in SUNY Oswego Education Abroad, this will pop up and you can search our programs. We also have our scholarships listed out right here, and you can do our program search here. You can search by region, by program type, and by major as well. And so when you go to program type, you can see we have this big virtual and hybrid global internships tab for you guys to select. So in case you were interested in looking into those global internships, you can check out more information there. They're really phenomenal. I think that it's a good opportunity for students, and it's something that you might not necessarily have considered before because it's not something that traditionally students do. And so if you were thinking about wanting to do something like this, we highly encourage you to do that. I'm more than happy to take additional questions, but I wanted to say thank you all for coming today and for listening so intently. It was wonderful to see you all. Thank you to Carla and for Lynn for speaking to us about the different opportunities. It was wonderful, Carla, to hear all about your experience overseas and about how the internship really essentially changed who you are as a student, but as a person as well. I've seen you grow from how you were when I met you 2 or 3 semesters ago to how you are now, and I can't even believe it. I'm so proud of you, and I'm really, really so happy for you. So this has been such a wonderful experience.
Thank you for having me too. I'm always happy to share my study abroad experience because I really want students to take advantage of this.
Yeah,
while they're
absolutely.
still in school.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, listen, while you're here, let's just do it. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to see us today. And then if you have any questions, we hope to talk to you very soon.